Guys, there's stuff that I have not told you that I don't want to tell you, but I feel like I just need to because it's kind of important for character development. And for instance, one of the things you guys might not have known is that I actually watch NASCAR. I know it seems like just a bunch of boring little fast sports cars just going around in circles, but I don't know, I just kind of like it. Another thing is, you guys probably didn't know I wanted to be a carpentry guy or a welder. I bet you didn't know that. Stuff you probably knew about me just from watching a couple of my videos is I got curly hair, obviously. And I don't know, maybe I'm kind of a little bit stupid, just a little bit, but that's not what this story's about. This story is near and dear to my heart because it actually sort of goes wrong for me and it led me to stop doing such a thing. If you read the title, you probably know what I did, but I'm going to explain the story. So, 8th grade, middle school, final year of middle school is kind of when this all started. If my eyes look a little bit watery, it's because the light is right there. And boy, is it bright, my eyes are hurting. I need some glasses or something, but it's fine. So, 8th grade, I really started to become more sociable, I feel like. I don't know why it was. I'm not a sociable person. At least I wasn't back then. I am now. More sociable. Not as sociable as many people, but I can be sociable when I want to. And, I made some new friends in 8th grade. And one of those friends, we'll call him K. And K really, he was like one of those devious friends that wanted me to do some freaking stupid every single time. And of course, I would just ignore it because I didn't care. It was just his dumb little humor. But then, freshman year, 9th grade, as I refer to it as, because I'm not smart enough to get freshmen and sophomores correct, we decide at lunch one day that we were just going to sit down, we were going to eat. I had a bunch of friends in a friend group and a little table. And we just sit around there and talk about stupid things. I don't know what we would talk about, just stupid little things. And my friend K comes up with this idea. Everybody in the school, or at least everybody that he knew, despised the school's butter. I don't know why. He just despised it. I never tried it. I'm never gonna try it because it seems disgusting. And basically, he wanted to get rid of butter and get it suspended, sort of, just from the school. So he's thinking of something, and he comes up with, why not start something that we've never had to do before? And he was the one that got me hooked on it. So, Kay, if you're watching this, I doubt it. Shout out to you for starting it. You know who you are, Kay. Your real name's not Kay, but, I'm calling you Kay to protect your privacy. And Kay really, really wanted one of his friends to be involved. And he knew me as, like, the stupid, funny friend. I don't know. I can be stupid and funny when I want to be. And he thinks that it's a good idea to get me hooked on this. And obviously, this just was never going to end well for either one of us. But, it's about halfway through the school year. And we both get hooked on it. And he invites me to join. And me and him do it. I mean, he'll throw it on the stairs every now and then. And I would throw the butter on the stairs as well. And sometimes I'd throw it in the middle of the hallway, just like chuck it like that or whatever. That probably looks super sus. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry, guys. I just kind of would chuck it like that, like a little pitch. And basically, it would get all over. Like, literally, I had a butter packet here that I was going to show you guys, but I don't know where it went. And the little butter department thingy it was just a little packet like this, about this big, and you just kind of peeled it back, the little peely thingy, and you would literally just chuck it. It would go everywhere because it would just bounce off the floor, off the walls, or every fruit. And Somehow, some way, the school did not have cameras on the stairs going up to the classrooms and going down. And me and Kane found this as a loophole, sort of. So we just continue to do it and do it and do it. And it just, we'd get away with it because nobody knew who was doing it. And honestly, nobody really cared. No one was really noticing it because there's only like a packet or two of butter. So then one day, after lunch, Kane comes up to me, or Kay, I don't know. And he says, Drew, take these butter packets. And he gives me a butter packet. And I was heading to algebra, or math, whatever you want to call it. I had algebra. And my friend Lucian, bro, you guys may know, me and him made a song. You should go listen to it. It's really cringe, but and maybe if that video hits, I don't know, 100 likes, maybe we'll do a music video for it. I don't know, maybe. And me and him, well, not him. He had no idea. I go into algebra, and he's not in there yet, right? And he had like just transferred into there because he was struggling in math. So he went to my period, and he kind of made math more fun than what it was. Yeah, I can't lie to you guys. He made it more fun. And basically, I took the butter pack. I didn't open it, but I just sat it on his chair. And you would think, like me personally, I'd check my chair every time before I sit down. I just get paranoid that something's gonna be on it. Ever since I put butter on that chair, and bro just comes into class. He's talking to his friends. Sits down, unbeknownst to everybody else except for me and the person sitting next to me. And they actually got it on video. They didn't send me the video. I didn't know him very well. So that was something. But you know, math class is going by. Our teacher gives us homework to work on. And me and Lucian always partnered up. I would say partner up and do our work, but we kind of just freaking messed around the whole math class, which, you know, made sense. Putting us two together was like something you didn't want to do. And there's about 10 minutes left to go in the class. He's just like, he says, you know, my chair is feeling a little bit weird. I don't know what it is, if it's wobbly. I'm trying to hold back my laughs. I can't hold back my laughs. And bro, he's like, what's so funny? And then I finally tell him. And I can't necessarily tell you what he said. But he said something along the lines, God, you know, like that. And he laughed it off, but he kept saying that his chair, well, he kept like sliding off his chair. I didn't have any more classes with him, so math was the only one I had. And that was his fault for not checking it. So, you know, after that, nothing really happens. We just continue throwing on the stairs, everything. I start getting detentions because I'm late to school all the time. You know, typical me. Doesn't seem too out of the ordinary. And I had a detention this one Friday. And I remember Kay was being really, he was like, I wouldn't say annoying me, but just constantly like being on me for some reason. He just kept saying, Drew, you gotta do. So what happens instead is I take the butter packet I took from lunch and smear it on his locker. And I just thought that was the funniest thing. I just could not stop laughing. And, you know, he didn't really do anything. He laughed it off too. But then a teacher, the science teacher that I have now, caught me and said, hey, you think that's funny? You better come in here right now. And he makes me go in there and get some paper towels or whatever to clean it up. I said, well, he's like, you want to get a detention? I said, well, I already got a detention, so I'm not that scared. He's like, okay. And well, you know, that was funny. I cleaned it up, served my attention. And I kid you not, at the end of the school year, I know I seem like I'm skipping a lot of story, but it was kind of just me and him throwing butter on the stairs wherever we wanted to every single day. And about 3 weeks left in school, it comes Tuesday where they serve those little breads, little bread, the little buns, and they usually have butter with it. But for some reason, the butter wasn't there. So then the next Tuesday comes around, 2 weeks left of school. The butter still isn't there. Then the next Tuesday, the Tuesday before the last Tuesday that we had, it still wasn't there. And we come to find out that they had just banned butter altogether. Now, when me and Kane heard this, me and him just we felt like champions because we had did something that nobody else had done. Throw butter and get it banned. And we thought that we were doing the whole world a favor, Me and him just felt like we were the kings of the universe. But no. So the summer rolls around. I don't really do anything during the summer. Hang out with friends. Play Madden. Whatever I do. And school rolls around. I hate school because it makes me wake up early. I mean, I also go to sleep at like 12 or 1 every night. And basically, the butter was still banned up until about 3 weeks in the school when the principal finally said that they were going to bring the butter back, and we were going to get one last chance to not throw butter on the stairs. Unbeknownst to me and Kay, we literally did not know that they had set up cameras. And so this is where the story takes a turn for the worse for me, at least. Not for any of you. You don't care. You're just listening to this big man rumbling about something. And me and him, we continue to do it, throwing it here, throwing it there, wherever we want. One day, I was just, in sixth period, chilling. Bell rings at 1:49. I'm like, oh, cool, 4-minute break. Get able to stretch my legs. And I had a butter packet. I was going to do what I usually did and throw the butter. Unbeknownst to me, they had installed cameras here and here. And the stairway is kind of like, stairwell's kind of like this. And there's cameras here on top, on this wall, and then down here by the entrance. And, well, just say that your boy got caught. And it was about 2:20, and our school ends at like 2:38. So, only 18 minutes ago, I'm thinking, boy, I just can't wait to get out of school, go home. It's Friday, nothing's going to go wrong. Gonna go play some Madden, go chill, do whatever I want to do, hang out with friends. And then the assistant principal comes in. And I'm not kidding you. The assistant principal is like the meanest guy I know for some reason. He always just has that mentality. He's always mad at something. Like, I'll be walking past him now, and bro just gives me the dirtiest looks for no reason. I don't know why. I guess he just doesn't trust me or something. Which is kind of crazy because if you don't trust Ace, and pretty much what happened is he caught me. He slams his hand on the desk, and I'm not kidding you when I say my hand was right here, and bro put his hand right here on top of the mic, basically, and just starts yelling, your stuff, office, now! And the whole room just goes silent because, they had no idea what was going on. I personally had an idea because, they called me the Butter Bandit, and I still am known as the Butter Bandit because I'm the only one that got caught. And so, I'm picking up my stuff. I'm like, man, what could I possibly... And bro is like fast pacing. He's like, pick up the pace right now. And bro's all mean and stuff. And he basically, he's like, I want you to think about what you did. I sarcastically went, I wonder what I could have done. I mean, there's so many possibilities. I could have done anything, really. And then we go to the office, and they hand me this paper, and it says, Drew was observed throwing butter on the stairwell. And they had a name for the stairwell. I don't remember what the name was, but they had a name for the stairwell. And all I could say in that moment was, "You caught me. You caught me." So, I start reading off possible suspensions, my rights or whatever. I didn't care. I was kind of like half asleep by then. Not gonna lie when I say he kind of scared me when he slammed his hands on the desk, and that kind of threw me off. Long story short, I had to clean with the janitor for 4 days. It wasn't that bad. I think what was kind of racist is he was a Mexican. They called him Manuel. I think that's kind of racist. I don't know why they called him Manuel. But after that, nothing happened with the butter. I told Kane that I had to retire. I wrote a little retirement letter. And ever since then, I've just been known as Drew. And nobody trusts me on my school anymore because I threw butter. Like, we were doing the same the other day. And they say, well, we can't send Drew because he's the Butter Bandit. Nobody trusts him. So, that's my little ramble. See you guys in the next